Hey, is this Leah?
Yes.
Hey, it's Monica Kelsey with Safe Haven Baby Boxes. How are you?
Hey, I'm good. How are you?
Hey, not too bad. Hey, Jadis just gave me a message to call you. What can I do for you?
Okay, so I don't know if you're aware that we have got the bill passed for the whole state of Mississippi.
Yes.
So we've already been raising money on our own. I guess I need to know what needs to be my next step.
Definitely the next step is to get the fire chief in contact with us so that we can start the process of contracting with them. Joe is the one that handles the contracts. Let me give you his direct line. But yeah, let's get this started and get this box in. It sounds like you'll probably be the first box in Mississippi if we do this right. We appreciate you and your tenacity to keep these legislators doing a good job.
Okay, well, I will get with him and get him on that.
All right, sounds good. And we'll talk to you soon, Leah.
All right, thanks.
Thanks. Bye. My coffee. Where's Mama's coffee? What'd she do with it?
I thought I brought it here.
Kyle, did you get a haircut last night?
Got my own hair.
You did?
Me up on the stove and turned on 2 burners. My house was filled with gas. We had to sit outside for like 45 minutes. And open up windows and get fans going.
It sounds like a daily thing in your household.
Jadis, do you want to take over writing? Yeah, for me. Where's the eraser at?
Oh.
Look at Harper. Follow me with my cottage cheese.
I bought this just for you.
Thank you. Larry, hang on, I'm gonna give it to you.
Larry and Jeff will be down tonight to do those 4 boxes.
Oh, good.
Up.
Larry had a couple
Good
up that he was
girl,
working
good
on
girl.
last night when we were down here.
Come on, come on. Production.
How are you doing?
15, 16.
You're getting pretty close.
You don't want to get behind. If something happens, the shit hits a fan, and you can't build, we at least have 2 boxes sitting there ready to be watered.
No, we good. You'll have your next pour for the following weekend on Monday.
Did you get the shelf? No. You didn't get the acrylic, you didn't get the latches. Did you cut the box parts?
I'm almost done. I got one more sheet to cut.
So basically, we're not taking anything off your board today. What did you do yesterday?
If you want to enjoy that coffee, I suggest you go to somebody else. Dorito flavored.
Dorito flavored coffee.
Alright, admin.
I shipped the tumblers. I got 1 more to ship today, so you might as well just take it down because it's already boxed up, ready to go. I just gotta put mail stays up, email stays up, cups stay up, Bargersville, London, those all stay up.
Liquor license. Where's that?
Joe should have it.
How did I become elected to draw the diagrams and all that stuff?
Well, you did it the one time. so
I know, I should have never done it that one time.
Okay, we have to get that mailed today.
Can somebody else do it? I
Um,
can do it, I just gotta put off everything else while I work on it.
okay, put it on. Jadis, you and I will do that today. You can take order cut boxes off mine. We ordered,
those.
yeah, I ordered them yesterday.
Perfect, thank you.
We
I've
still
just
need
been
to get
using
them
the bigger
on.
ones.
We'll try and come in first thing Monday morning, get everything done, and be out of here by noon.
City of Richmond, 1765.
Deposit on admin.
I'll do that first thing. I'll run down, grab mail, do checks, get that deposit, and head to the bank.
Starbucks, right? So Jadis and I could not figure out how to save pictures to my computer. I love Joe. I love him. But every time he gets on my computer, I can't find things. And so I don't want everything going to the cloud.
Yep.
I want it going to my computer.
Right here.
So when you get on this in a little bit, can you go right in there and fix that? Like, I don't want it going to the cloud. I want it downloading to the hard drive on the Surface. Do you know how to do that?
Yeah.
Whatever you did to my computer will not, it goes into the cloud.
I didn't do anything to your computer.
Yeah, I can try and figure it out.
Okay.
I wouldn't worry about it anymore.
Yeah, I'm not gonna worry about it anymore. I'm gonna keep moving. I even had the intern try, and if she can't do it, I wasn't doing something wrong. It was messed up. So, okay, social media. Jadis, you're up.
I did the thank yous, but I'll probably have more today. You might.
We've kind of been slacking on TikToks.
Okay.
Some
Put it-
training videos. Cut up some pieces of it and stick it up on TikTok. To get,
People will like that.
yeah. And then the Newsmax last night, you didn't tell me it was live.
I didn't know it was live.
Yeah.
She just asked for an interview.
Yeah, it was live on a panel. So here I am, they're all dressed up, and here I am in my baby box t-shirt. Yeah, good thing I have my face on today, and then, you know, I mean, you did put face on that one, but it's like...
I do have a couple more emails out there for interviews.
Interviews, okay. I'll try to get them set up for like this afternoon, because I'm on the road tomorrow. Okay, Joe, you're up.
Only got one box done. I didn't want to redo the other box until Avery got here. I didn't expect him to come in late yesterday. And then 2 hours after he was here, I didn't even know he was here.
Okay, so we have one box to
We
ship
have one
then.
box to
So
ship, yeah.
change that ship to one.
Well, my relationship with my spouse is truly what kind of gets me through the day. He is the calm to my storm. Some people call us fire and ice. I fly by the seat of my pants some days, and he sits and thinks about things.
It's between the sidewalk and the road. We need to rework it. It's like tall. Can you have them do it so it doesn't make our yard look?
I can have them fix it. I just said that.
Do you want me to put it on your list or no?
If you want to, it's up to you.
Fix. Curb.
Make them
Appeal.
Hey, Joe! Joe! Joe!
I know you just got upstairs, but can you run all the way downstairs and go out to the car and get my lipstick? Like, what?
Madison, Wisconsin, there was some back and forth about them. Do you know if there's any?
Wisconsin is one of those states that they're not a home rule state. They have to change their legislation. Chippewa Falls, is that what was it, the town that did the ordinance?
No, that's Jack's town. That's the town Jack grew up in, Chippewa Falls.
That's the Titanic.
Yeah.
Maybe Jack didn't die in the Titanic.
Jack's a fictional character, by the way.
I seen Titanic. He's real. Hey,
Okay,
hey, we're
then.
having pizza subs today.
What?
Yeah. You don't like it? Eat somewhere else.
So if you can get that stuff.
Do we have a shovel?
Yeah, shovel's on my front porch. I can go grab it real quick.
Yeah, I just need to stop at Walgreens. They have these. Give me 2 of them. Okay, thank you. I'm like totally out.
Oh,
Wait, yeah, open that up. It's like I'm like sucking lipstick off of it.
I'll get you some. She always has that lipstick on. You know, like she'll put it on as soon as we arrive at a blessing or a training, and then she usually will go in the bathroom and freshen up herself. I don't know what it is with her and that lipstick, but she loves it, and she can rock the hell out of it. So more power to her.
I might agree to just say, oh, we'll go with this as long as you sign our portion also.
Yeah, get legal advice.
Yeah.
but-
I probably won't go any further, because I'll probably get upset with the guy.
Well, and we want them to do the program because this is a huge city that needs it. I mean, I know that they're kind of digging their heels in a little bit, but, you know, we have to look at the bigger picture.
Irritates me when they take our contract, rewrite it to theirs, to what they want, and then expect us to negotiate from that.
Well, let me just go rent a car right now. No, I don't want to agree to your contract. Here, let me write my
Yeah.
own.
Your contract is cute and all, but I want
let
you
me
to sign
just do
my
this
contract.
myself.
Yeah, so I can rent your car.
Yeah.
You want to ride my bicycle over? You got it? Okay, yeah. It's over by the motorcycles.
Okay.
This organization decided to sign contracts and send us the bills for us to pay their contracts. Not happening like that. So I'm gonna try and rectify it and work with them. However, it might get a little heated.
Look, Kyle. Kyle.
What's up, Kyle?
Oh, the pink jackets. So you're gonna love this. So I got this at DKM, who does all our embroidery for us, and they had it on clearance, and it was one size too big for me, and I was like, for $7, I'm buying the jacket, and then it cost me $4 to put the emblem on.
You guys wanna come out to Purse Bingo? You're welcome to.
All right, Andy Harrison wins. Are you taking the coach or you don't know? It was super cute.
I never knew Purse Bingo was a thing until I started doing this.
I didn't either. I saw advertisements like, what is Purse Bingo?
Yeah. Oh my gosh. It's things are crazy. The ladies go crazy.
How are they?
Not bad, but I could do better.
This is the first lunch we've had all week that isn't burnt.
You only get 3.
I think Avery's got next week. Yeah, I got you. I got you. Just never know what you want to eat.
No, that's the
Your thing. You gotta go
figure out
buy
what
it
we're
all. You gotta go prepare it all. You gotta do everything.
Okay.
Every day for lunch, we were constantly going, what are we eating today? Who's going to go pick it up? And then it was like, why are we wasting all this time driving into Fort Wayne to get different food? Because we were so tired of going up to Willie's, the only restaurant in Woodburn. And so I thought, if we bought a Blackstone and had it here, and we just stayed for lunch every day, when every week one of us buys lunches for all 5 days. And so it's cheaper for all of us, but it's also bonding time for all of us too, because we talk about the day, the day's shit show sometimes, and I mean, honestly, I think it brings us closer together. And plus, we're all there. We don't have to leave, and it saves us money. It's a win-win for everybody.
Oh yeah.
Where's Mr. Kelsey at?
Bathroom?
Taking a shit.
Does it bother me when somebody brings up poop while we're eating? Bothers the hell out of me.
Are they good? There's 6 more in there.
I was looking to see which ghost you had
Why are
today.
you being nosy?
God.
You were
It doesn't
being
even
nosy
like that,
today.
man.
First lunch we've had this week that ain't burnt.
Next time when I cook, I am burning the ever-living shit out of hers. And yours. You're in this too.
I just joke with you.
Nope, you're getting it too.
Then you ain't cooking me and hers. We'll cook our own.
I'll just take you off the grill. I'll do it alright.
You deal daily with very heavy topics, bathroom humor and the pranks and stuff like that. Is that a coping mechanism?
We use it as a way to get through the day. As a firefighter and a medic, we see death all the time. Some people laugh at us because we can be standing over somebody that had just passed away and be talking about what we're eating for lunch. And it's because we've shut that trauma down. We've shut that part of our mind down so that we can cope with it and go home and be normal.
How far of a drive is it up to Casey's?
Hour 5.
When's the last time you were up there?
I was gonna go last month, but I never had a chance to. Are you not eating your other 2?
I maybe want one more.
All right.
For that.
I've only had 1.
Being the dad, I'm always trying to be the serious one, and sometimes I think some of the tomfoolery at the table is a little bit over the top.
Hey Mom, you're not eating your 3, are you?
Hey, you worry about yourself.
It's an honest question because I'm starving right now.
That's an every 3-hour occurrence with you. I'm starving.
Welcome to my hell. This one?
I don't know, but did that upset anybody else's belly?
Yes.
A little bit.
Yeah,
What?
the pancakes. I had the shits.
Yep.
I mean, well, y'all know I had the shits because I plugged the damn toilet up.
We don't normally eat pancakes. So.
No, but it was
Well,
sugar
it's
free.
everybody because I got it too. And
I
so
don't
did
know
he.
what it was.
His stomach is still turning from it.
Yeah, that does bother me, but It's okay. I can get through it.
So how much shit you blowing up this weekend?
We're about to go damn self.
You'd spend all of your money on
Mhm.
fireworks.
Oh, I'd clear out my bank account.
I was sure you were gonna lose a finger.
I almost did.
So you know
Actually-
how tight Larry is.
Yeah.
He'd go dump $2,000-3,000 in freaking fireworks.
Yeah.
I'm
No
like, you
way.
are ridiculous. And then I got a bunch of firefighters running around my yard shooting bottle rockets at each other. I'm like, what is wrong with this picture?
We used to have Roman candle fights all the time.
They did that too.
Mm-hmm.
JJ was one of those kids that always made people laugh, like a class clown. I remember one time he came home with 2 hickeys on his neck, one on this side and one on this side. I was pissed. The teacher in first period went out of the room for 10-15 minutes, and the girl on this side of JJ and the girl on that side of JJ decided to give him a hickey. If we weren't getting a call from the school every week, we were wondering what was going on.
I was on the ambulance at the football game. And here comes JJ with 2 girls, one on each arm, and he's hobbling over there. I fell off the bleachers, my foot hurts, and I'm like, you're fine. And he's like, you don't want to look at it? No, I don't want to look at it. Go, you're fine. Next day, we're like, hey, yard needs mowed. We have him mow the whole yard on Saturday. And then Sunday, he's laying in bed, and I look at his foot, I'm like, what did you do? Your foot is black and blue. He goes, I told you I hurt my foot at the football game and you didn't listen. We took him to the doctor the next day, broken 5 places.
And you mowed the whole lawn?
Pink cast with gold sparkles. Should dig it. My boot and I put it over my cast. And I was walking. Playing street hockey the next day. It actually worked really well though. So if you ever break your foot, take the boot and put it over the cast and you're golden. You'll walk a little funny, just get over it.
Another reporter wanted an interview. I need to, somebody else needs to like start doing interviews.
You ain't gonna like it if I do interviews.
No, you ain't going on camera. I already know why.
Don't you point your finger at me.
Mm-mm.
I'm too direct for that.
Okay.
When are we getting a box in Hawaii?
Yeah.
I'm ready for a vacation.
Your vacation's coming up. You
Hold up.
research.
Well,
I
hold
don't
up.
get vacation till September.
You guys have gotten like the last 2 or 3. I'm definitely overdue for one.
Yeah.
Why don't you guys get riding so you can get back into the lanes?
I'm giving my stomach like 10 minutes to digest, see if I might have to take a shit before we go.
And the big funny thing is that JJ always stinks up the bathroom.
Literally, the first thing he did when he walked in our house was take a dump. Like, well, I hadn't even done that in my own house yet.
Something about gas station bathrooms and taking a shit just, it doesn't sound appealing right now.
Unless you go to like a Love's truck stop or something like that.
Or a Buc-ee's. Buc-ee's! It's a huge gas station. It's like you could
massive.
go
They
in
have
and
everything there.
buy everything.
That's where we got our, or a little bit of Nice and a little bit of Beth Dutton.
Yeah, she got that there. I mean, you can buy shirts, you can buy hangings like for your walls.
Each one
or, like,
has
wall
like
decor.
how many gas pumps would you say they have? 100?
Oh, at least
Did he say
100.
Oh yeah.
Jerky, they cook right there. They cook like pulled pork and brisket right there for you.
what?
And they yell this massive thing. There you go.
It's a gas station.
Yeah,
They have like
bakery,
food.
everything.
They have hot food there. It's crazy. And they have coffee. You can make your own coffee. They have like syrups and stuff.
JJ,
You gotta get home by the time the street
There we
lights
go.
on after that.
I hope you get caught in the rain.
It's a nicotine pouch. I used to chew, so it keeps me from actually chewing. Casey was a wild child, and that is putting it lightly.
My favorite is probably watching that man funnel a whole bottle of Tennessee honey.
We had a homemade, it was a beer bong, and you just smack it in the top of a beer, and we had a straw that went down to the bottom of it, and then you had the one that came out for the airflow. And you give a couple, mechanics an idea, they're gonna run with it. But yeah, he slapped that thing on a brand new bottle of Jack and just went. He was crazy. He was just there for the good time, and that was it. And then when he passed, everybody went their separate ways.
If Casey could hear you right now, what would you say to him?
I'd probably start off with saying I'm sorry, honestly. Me and him were spitting images of each other. I mean, attitude-wise. Like,
Personality, yeah, somewhat looks, the way they did things.
Well, if he was like you, then I know he would probably say there's nothing to forgive.
or tell me to quit being a bitch. It's one of the two.
So I was on the ambulance one night. I was dispatched to a vehicle rollover party pit. High priority call for us as medics.
When she was headed to the scene, I heard her voice on the pager say, "It's JJ. You need to hurry up."
It was a graduation party. I heard somebody yell, "Do a donut." Slammed it down in the second, hit the gas, went around, and about halfway to 3/4 of the way through, tire bit in the ground and over she went.
What are Jews known for? Flipping. Sober people would know that. Drunk people not so much. As I'm heading to the scene, I'm seeing all these cars just flying by me. Now we're in a small town in Indiana. And so all of these cars coming through on a Wednesday night. Is this a lot of cars? I was talking to my driver and he's like, yeah, it's a lot of cars. Not realizing there was 50 kids at this party that had also been drinking and got behind the wheel of the car when this accident happened and took off. What they did before they took off though is they ran over to the Jeep and put it back on all 4 tires and unpinned Casey before we got there.
You're trying to get out,
Yeah.
and they flip it back on its tires.
Yes.
And then you got thrown from the car when they did that.
I got tossed, and then I remember getting up, running around the front of the Jeep, and seeing Casey laying on the ground.
I get there and my son is doing chest compressions on his best friend Casey. They're the only 2 people there.
I mean, I was 17 at the time, didn't know what to think, what to do. Looking back at it now, I mean, I hate the decisions I made.
That's why I don't blame anybody for running, honestly. You just want to get away from it.
You stayed.
Mm-hmm.
Why did you stay?
To be honest with you, it was just reaction. I did CPR, I think, till Mom showed up, and when they showed up was when they took over. And I do remember when they got there, pretty much my whole front half was red, just covered in his blood.
I worked Casey in the field for 18 minutes. I put a helicopter in the air. I intubated him, and I could not save him. And I called time of death in the field 18 minutes later. And then I had to walk over to my son and tell him his best friend was gone.
As I'm walking up, JJ stood up and he come to me and he started hugging. He said, he's dead and it's my fault.
Yeah. Just...
My son was sentenced to 4 years in the Department of Corrections. But my son stood up in court and pled guilty. He did not fight it. He did not take it to trial. He stood up in front of a judge and said, what you're accusing me of doing is what I did. And I'm here to get my sentence. And he looked at Casey's family and he apologized to them. And he looked at us and apologized to us. And then he looked at the judge. And the first words he said is, I stand before you a broken man that wishes every day I could go back.
I'm not going to try and take the easy route on it because I know I f***ed up. And ultimately I had to pay the price.
If we weren't getting a call from the school every week, we were wondering what was going on. Because there was just stupid stuff that he was doing. And he was never like mean or got in fights or anything like that. He was always just trying to make people laugh. Then the accident happened, and I honestly think that accident was the turning point for JJ. That's when Joe and I realized that everything that we had taught him up until that moment, he absorbed. Because we always taught our kids to take responsibility for your actions.
I already had a guilty conscience from the accident, let alone trying to get off scot-free. It was just like, there was no way I was going to be able to deal with that. You know, you tell a white lie and it's in the back of your head for the next month. I mean, imagine something like that, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So,
And it was interesting because when he came to us after the accident happened and he wanted to plead guilty, we were the ones saying no. We were like, no, they're gonna throw the book at you, JJ. That's not a good idea. We can fight this. And he said, I'm not going to deny something that I did. And what they're telling me I did.
when I went away in prison for that, that was a lot of time to sit there and just reflect on everything. I can definitely say I've came to peace with the whole situation. I don't hate myself as much as I did.
All this happening was not even 30 days after we debuted the first baby box, and the first baby box was in wood burn. So the devil was attacking. We didn't do much with the company for a year and a half because of this. Actually, it gave us time to go back to the drawing board and maybe think about how we can improve the baby box and do all those things in the background before we had to be in the public eye so much.
Some people think that the reason why I stopped installing baby boxes was because of the fight with the Department of Child Services. It's because I had to fix my family. I had to save my family.
We try to make hope out of adversity. A good friend of mine told me once, if you fall, make sure you fall forward. You always got to think of the good things that are happening in your family and learn to grow from your experiences.
When that very first baby was placed in the Michigan City's box, placenta and all, it was 1 month before JJ was released from prison. It was almost like Christ was saying, Monica, get up. It is time to start doing what you have been called to do. You can't sit here and mope any longer. 6 months later, I installed the third baby box in America. And now we're at 153. And we haven't stopped yet. My son now is out of prison. He actually goes into schools and talks about underage drinking and driving. So he has taken this tragedy and turned it into something good. Because we can't go back. We can't go back and save Casey's life. But what we can do is make it better for someone else. If you're seeing the pattern here, I can't go back to when my birth mother abandoned me. But I can change it for somebody else. I can make it better for another parent, like baby Jay's, so that she's protected, and in return, then he is protected.
We have no problem telling the story of what happened, as long as it's making a difference for others, and you know, just knowing that I might change one kid's, you know, thought process if they're ever in a situation. That's all I look for out of it.
We've all had our part in some hardship or devastation or divorce or the loss of a child. We've all had tragedy, but it's what we do with our lives after that that shows our character, shows who we are and who we've become.
I guess the biggest thing that I'm gonna beat into my kid's head is, to put it blunt, don't be a idiot. Just don't get behind the wheel, because it's probably the best advice I could give. Like, you're gonna think, oh, I had a beer, I'm fine, you know, whatever. Nothing's gonna happen to me, I'm invincible. You're not.
Yeah.
That was my reality check, is when that accident happened. You're not invincible.